Hi friends, this is your host Mark. Welcome to PMP Exam Express. We have a set of questions based on earned value management, scope, quality, and procurement. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. You are also encouraged to share our content. Let's get into it. 1. A key stakeholder requests a new feature mid-sprint. What should the project manager do? A. Accept the change to satisfy the stakeholder. B. Evaluate the impact on scope, schedule, and budget. C. Implement the change immediately to maintain agility. D. Reject the request since the scope is fixed. Answer. B. Evaluate the impact on scope, schedule, and budget. Explanation. Scope changes should be formally assessed for their impact before approval. 2. What document defines the project scope, objectives, and deliverables? A. Scope Management Plan. B. Work Breakdown Structure, WBS. C. Project Charter. D. Requirements, Traceability Matrix. Answer. C. Project Charter. Explanation. The Project Charter formally authorizes the project and defines high-level scope. 3. A project team identifies that a deliverable is missing a required feature. What should the project manager do next? A. Implement the missing feature immediately. B. Review the requirements documentation. C. Submit a change request. D. Update the WBS without approval. Answer. B. Review the requirements documentation. Explanation. The first step is to verify if the requirement was documented before making any changes. 4. What is the primary purpose of a work breakdown structure, WBS? A. To sequence project activities. B. To define project scope in a hierarchical format. C. To assign costs to each work package. D. To document stakeholder requirements. Answer. B. To define project scope in a hierarchical format. Explanation. The WBS breaks down project work into manageable components. 5. Who is responsible for defining project acceptance criteria? A. The project manager. B. The sponsor. C. The stakeholders. D. The quality manager. Answer. C. The stakeholders. Explanation. Stakeholders provide requirements, including acceptance criteria. 6. A project team is using control charts to monitor a process. What are they measuring? A. Process stability. B. Team productivity. C. Customer satisfaction. D. Scope creep. Answer. A. Process stability. Explanation. Control charts track process variation and help identify when corrective actions are needed. 7. The project sponsor wants to cut costs by reducing testing. What should the project manager do? A. Accept the request and reduce testing. B. Perform a risk analysis to assess the impact. C. Escalate the issue to senior management. D. Ignore the request since testing is a standard process. Answer. B. Perform a risk analysis to assess the impact. Explanation. Reducing testing increases risk. A risk analysis should be done before making a decision. 8. What tool is used in quality management to determine the most frequent causes of defects? A. Pareto chart. B. Fishbone diagram. C. Control chart. D. Scatter diagram. Answer A. Pareto chart. Explanation. Pareto charts help identify the most common causes of quality issues. 9. A project has a high defect rate. What should the project manager do first? A. Increase testing efforts. B. Conduct a root cause analysis. C. Request additional funding. D. Accept the defects as normal. Answer. B. Conduct a root cause analysis. Explanation. Identifying the cause of defects helps in developing an effective solution. 10. What quality management approach focuses on continuous process improvement? A. Six Sigma. B. Just-in-time. JIT. C. Total quality management. TQM. D. Cost of quality. COQ. Answer C. Total Quality Management, TQM. Explanation. TQM emphasizes ongoing quality improvement across all processes. 11. What type of contract places the most risk on the seller? A. Fixed price contract. B. Cost plus contract. C. Time and materials contract. D. Cost reimbursable contract. Answer A. Fixed price contract. Explanation. Sellers assume the risk in fixed price contracts as they must deliver within the agreed amount. 12. What procurement document invites sellers to provide price quotes? A. Request for proposal, RFP. B. Request for quotation, RFQ. C. Statement of work, SOW. D. Contract change request. Answer. B. Request for quotation, IRFQ. Explanation. RFQs request price information for goods and services. 13. Emily, a project manager, is managing a construction project. The vendor responsible for supplying materials has consistently delivered late, causing schedule delays. What should Emily do first? A. Terminate the vendor's contract and find a new supplier. B. Review the contract's terms and conditions to determine possible penalties or solutions. C. Accept the delays and extend the project timeline. D. Increase the project budget to account for expedited shipping. Answer. B. Review the contract's terms and conditions to determine possible penalties or solutions. Explanation. Before making a decision, the project manager should review contractual obligations to determine available remedies. 14. Carlos is managing a software project and his company has outsourced development to an external vendor. During testing, the team discovers major defects that were not addressed in the original contract. What should Carlos do? A. Accept the defects since they were not in the contract. B. Request a contract amendment and negotiate additional work. C. File a formal complaint with the vendor's legal team. D. Terminate the contract immediately. Answer. B. Request a contract amendment and negotiate additional work. Explanation. When scope changes or issues arise, a contract amendment may be required to address additional work. 15. Priya, a procurement manager, is reviewing bids from different vendors for a complex engineering project. One vendor has submitted a significantly lower bid than others. What should she do? A. Select the lowest bid to reduce project costs. B. Investigate the vendor's pricing structure for feasibility. C. Immediately reject the vendor's bid due to suspiciously low pricing. D. Award the contract based on past experience rather than price. Answer. B. Investigate the vendor's pricing structure for feasibility. Explanation. A price that is too low may indicate potential risks such as hidden costs, poor quality, or unrealistic expectations. 16. Michael, a project manager for a manufacturing firm, is negotiating a contract with a vendor for raw materials. The vendor insists on a cost-plus contract, while Michael prefers a fixed-price contract. What should Michael consider before making a decision? A. The risk allocation between buyer and seller. B. The vendor's request since they have industry experience. C. The need to avoid procurement contracts altogether. D. The ability to control the seller's profits. Answer A. The risk allocation between buyer and seller. Explanation. Fixed-price contracts place risk on the seller, while cost-plus contracts place risk on the buyer. 17. A project team led by David is reviewing a procurement statement of work, SOW, for a new supplier. Which of the following should be included in the SOW? A. The expected number of project stakeholders. B. The supplier's internal company policies. C. Specific deliverables, performance requirements, and acceptance criteria. D. The project team's salary structure. Answer. C. Specific deliverables, performance requirements, and acceptance criteria. Explanation. A well-defined SOW ensures clarity in scope and expectations for the vendor. 18. Sophia is managing a highway expansion project. The project's earned value, EV, is $120,000, while the actual cost, AC, is $150,000. What does this indicate? A. The project is over budget. B. The project is under budget. C. The project is ahead of schedule. D. The project is at break-even. Answer. A. The project is over budget. Explanation. The Cost Performance Index, CPI, equals EV divide, AC equals 0.8, which is less than 1, indicating a cost overrun. 19. Alex, a project manager, finds that his project's Schedule Performance Index, SPI, is 0.85. What does this tell him? A. The project is ahead of schedule. B. The project is behind schedule. C. The project is over budget. D. The project is within the planned scope. Answer. B. The project is behind schedule. Explanation. SPI equals EV divide PV, and SPI below 1 indicates the project is progressing slower than planned. 20. Janet is reviewing EVM reports and finds that her project has a cost variance, CV, of $5,000. What does this mean? A. The project is under budget. B. The project is over budget. C. The project has an undefined budget variance. D. The project needs immediate corrective action. Answer: A. The project is under budget. Explanation: CV equals EV minus AC. A positive value indicates the project has spent less than planned. 21. Liam, a project manager for a construction project, is forecasting costs. The estimate at completion, EAC formula he should use when he expects current variances to continue is: A. EAC equals BAC divide CPI. B. EAC equals AC plus bottom-up ETC. C. EAC equals BAC plus ETC. D. EAC equals AC plus BAC minus EV. Divide CPI multiply SPI. Answer: AEAC equals BAC divide CPI. Explanation: this formula is used when current cost performance trends are expected to continue. 22. A project led by Olivia has a cost performance index, CPI, of 1.2 and a schedule performance index, SPI, of 0.95. What does this indicate? A. The project is over budget but ahead of schedule. B. The project is under budget but slightly behind schedule. C. The project is performing poorly overall. D. The project's performance is neutral. Answer: B. The project is under budget but slightly behind schedule. Explanation: CPI greater than 1 means the project is under budget, while SPI less than 1 means it is slightly behind schedule. 23. Which 3 elements must be included in a well-defined project scope statement? Select 2 correct answers. A. Project exclusions. B. Detailed cost estimates. C. Deliverables. D. Business case. Answer: A. Project exclusions. C. Deliverables. Explanation: a project scope statement defines what is included and excluded, along with key deliverables and acceptance criteria. Cost estimates and business case details are found in other documents. 24. In the validate scope process, which 3 activities are essential for verifying deliverables? Select 3 correct answers. A. Inspecting the deliverables. B. Approving changes to scope baseline. C. Obtaining formal stakeholder acceptance. D. Comparing deliverables to requirements. Answer: A. Inspecting the deliverables. C. Obtaining formal stakeholder acceptance. D. Comparing deliverables to requirements. Explanation: the validate scope process ensures that the final deliverables meet requirements and are formally accepted. Changes and scheduling adjustments are separate processes. 25. A project manager wants to improve quality by using prevention over inspection. Which 3 practices should they focus on? Select 2 correct answers. A. Training the team on best practices. B. Implementing quality audits. C. Using statistical sampling. D. Performing root cause analysis. Answer: A. Training the team on best practices. D. Performing root cause analysis. Explanation: prevention-based quality management reduces defects by designing quality into processes rather than relying on inspection and correction. 26. Which 3 tools are commonly used in quality control to analyze defects and process inefficiencies? Select 3 correct answers. A. Pareto charts. B. Scatter diagrams. C. Control charts. D. Monte Carlo simulation. Answer: A. Pareto charts. B. Scatter diagrams. C. Control charts. Explanation: Pareto charts help prioritize issues, scatter diagrams identify relationships between variables, and control charts monitor process stability. Monte Carlo and influence diagrams are used for risk analysis. Chess 7. A company is negotiating a contract and wants to reduce financial risk. Which three contract types provide the highest level of cost predictability? Select two correct answers. A. Fixed price contracts. B. Cost plus contracts. C. Firm fixed price FFP contracts. D. Time and materials T&M contracts. Answer: A. Fixed price contracts. C. Firm fixed price FFP contracts. Explanation: Fixed price contracts provide cost certainty, while cost plus and TM contracts shift cost risks to the buyer. 28. What are three key factors to consider when selecting a procurement strategy? Select three correct answers. A. Contract type. B. Seller's experience and capability. C. Stakeholder expectations. D. Internal team skill level. Answer: A. Contract type. B. Seller's experience and capability. C. Stakeholder expectations. Explanation: Choosing the right procurement strategy involves evaluating contract types, supplier capabilities, and stakeholder needs. Internal skills and supplier count may influence strategy but are not primary drivers. 29. Which three key EVM metrics help a project manager determine project cost and schedule performance? Select three correct answers. A. Cost Performance Index, CPI. B. Schedule Performance Index, SPI. C. Payback period. D. Earned value, EV. Answer: A. Cost Performance Index, CPI. B. Schedule Performance Index, SPI. D. Earned value, EV. Explanation: CPI measures cost efficiency, SPI measures schedule efficiency, and EV represents work completed in monetary value. Payback period and IRR are financial metrics, not EVM metrics. 30. A project manager is selecting a vendor for a large infrastructure project. What are three key criteria they should use in the selection process? Select three correct answers. A. Vendor's past performance on similar projects. B. Vendor's proposal cost compared to budget. C. Project sponsor's personal preference. D. Vendor's compliance with contractual requirements. Answer: A. Vendor's past performance on similar projects. B. Vendor's proposal cost compared to budget. D. Vendor's compliance with contractual requirements. Explanation: Vendor selection should be objective and based on performance, cost, and compliance. The sponsor's preference and business longevity do not always indicate vendor capability. 31. What are three common risks associated with a cost reimbursable contract? Select three correct answers. A. Increased costs due to lack of cost control. B. Higher administrative burden for cost tracking. C. Greater risk to the seller due to fixed payments. D. Potential for disputes over allowable expenses. Answer: A. Increased costs due to lack of cost control. B. Higher administrative burden for cost tracking. D. Potential for disputes over allowable expenses. Explanation: cost reimbursable contracts can lead to budget overruns, require extra tracking effort, and may cause disputes over allowable costs. The seller has less risk since they are reimbursed for actual expenses. 32. A product development project is suffering from scope creep. What are 3 effective ways to control it? Select 2 correct answers. A. Enforcing a formal change control process. B. Frequently engaging stakeholders for additional requirements. C. Reviewing the scope statement regularly. D. Accepting small scope changes to improve customer satisfaction. Answer: A. Enforcing a formal change control process. C. Reviewing the scope statement regularly. Explanation: scope creep can be controlled by ensuring all changes go through formal approvals, using a well-defined scope statement, and tracking deliverables through a WBS. Accepting small changes without approval encourages more scope creep. 33. What are 2 key inputs to the defined scope process? A. Project charter. B. Work breakdown structure, WBS. C. Requirements, documentation. D. Stakeholder register. Answer: A. Project charter. C. Requirements documentation. Explanation: defining scope relies on the project charter, requirements documentation, and project management plan. The WBS is an output, not an input, and the stakeholder register is used for engagement, not scope definition. 34. A project manager wants to ensure continuous improvement in quality. Which 3 quality tools would best support this goal? Select 3 correct answers. A. Control charts. B. Fishbone diagrams. C. Cost-benefit analysis. D. PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle. Answer: A. Control charts. B. Fishbone diagrams. D. PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle. Explanation: control charts track variations in quality, fishbone diagrams identify root causes, and the PDCA cycle promotes continuous quality improvement. Cost-benefit analysis and the RACI matrix are not specific to quality control. 35. What are 3 key principles of total quality management, TQM? Select 3 correct answers. A. Customer focus. B. Continuous improvement. C. Heavy reliance on inspection. D. Employee involvement. Answer: A. Customer focus. B. Continuous improvement. D. Employee involvement. Explanation: TQM emphasizes customer satisfaction, continuous improvement, and involving employees at all levels. Heavy reliance on inspection is discouraged, and defects should be minimized, not accepted. We have come to the end of the quiz. How did it go? Let us know in the comments section. All the best with your PMP exam preparations. Kindly subscribe, like and share our content. We will meet on the next video.